everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ellie, and today we're talking about one of the most debated eras in American Girl history, the Beforever rebrand. Some people loved it, some people really didn't, and honestly, I think it was a mix of both. So today, we're breaking down the hits and the misses of Beforever, from the books to the dolls to the overall vibe. If you're an American Girl fan, collector, or just someone who loves doll history, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's dive in. So firstly, what was Beforever? Here's some context. Before Beforever, American Girl historical characters were divided into different eras. There were the classics, Central Series, Best Friends, and Mysteries. Each character had 6 main books, plus extras like short stories, mysteries, stuff like that. It was detailed, immersive, and honestly, very educational. In 2014, American Girl introduced Beforever, with the goal of modernizing the brand, making historical characters more relatable, and simplifying the book lineup. Great idea in theory, execution mixed. The hits, what Beforever did do right. They modernized the character design, so let's start positive. The new meat outfits were bright, detailed, and definitely felt more in line with modern age equality. There were more layers, better fabrics, more wow factor on the shelf. Characters like Julie, Samantha, and Kit really benefited visually. Number 2, character-centered branding. Beforever made it very clear. This doll has a story, and she matters. Each doll got a strong color palette, custom logos, consistent branding across books, outfits, and accessories. From a marketing standpoint, smart. From a collector standpoint, honestly, kind of satisfying. Number 3, smaller, easier to follow books. Instead of 6 longer books, Beforever condensed stories into 2 main volumes or a journal-style book. For younger readers, this made the stories less intimidating and easier to jump into. This probably helped bring new kids into the historical dolls, and that's not a bad thing. Number 4, they had updated illustrations. The new illustrations were softer, more modern, and more emotionally expressive. Some characters, like Rebecca and Caroline, really shined here. Now, the misses. Here's where Beforever fell short. Now, let's talk about the parts that didn't work. Number 1, loss of historical depth. This is the biggest complaint, and honestly, I agree. Condensing 6 books into 2 meant fewer side characters, less historical detail, and major events being rushed or skipped. The older books immersed you in that time period, and Beforever sometimes felt like a summary, not a journey. And second, they were retiring iconic outfits. Why? Why? So many historically accurate, beloved outfits were retired or replaced with less accurate versions or never brought back at all. Collectors still mourn outfits that were museum level accurate or based on real historical garments. This was a huge loss for longtime fans. And next, tone shift. Too soft. Beforever tried to make history more approachable, but sometimes it went too far. Darker or more complex themes were simplified, toned down, or glossed over. History isn't always comfortable, but that's part of why it's important. And also, books felt flimsy. The journal concept was cute, but they weren't very substantial. Didn't add much new information, and felt more like filler than storytelling. Compared to the old mysteries or short stories, they just didn't hold up. Was Beforever actually a failure though? Here's my honest take. Beforever was not that bad, it just wasn't made for longtime fans. It was designed for new collectors, younger kids, and a changing toy market. And in that sense, it worked. But for collectors who grew up with rich books, deep historical worlds, and museum-quality outfits, it felt like something meaningful was lost. Here's what I wish AG had done instead. Imagine if American Girl had kept the original books in print used Beforever as an entry point and offered collector editions of classic outfits. That's the best of both worlds, honestly. And so now I want to hear from you. Do you think Beforever saved the historical line or watered it down? What was your favorite Beforever change and your biggest disappointment? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more American Girl content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Dollhouse Diaries.